I think there's a lot of truth in what you said.
There's this new show on TV about gigolos in Las Vegas. What does this say about the degradation of values in American culture? Well, one of the gigolos on that show is a friend of mine.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the show called?
So I think it's called Gigolo. It's on Showtime. And
okay.
the guy Jimmy, he's a friend of mine, and I've known him for a few years. And he calls himself a recessionista. It's kind of when the recession hit, he had to become a gigolo. And
I'm thinking about that now too.
Right. So I mean, Rabs. If you don't support Rabs, you might have to do that too. So
I want to ask people, how much do you think I could get as a male prostitute who only service,
women, or
escorts?
would you only serve women, or would you
escort
to serve guys as well?
No, I'm not gay.
No, you're not gay. You're just doing it.
Just
for
as
pay.
an escort.
You just gay for pay. You're not really gay.
As an escort
you don't
for
enjoy
women.
It. You just.
I'm just saying an escort for women.
And like Asian men, because they don't have a lot of hair.
An escort for women, how much? 60K? Greg says I could get 60K. Jesus, he thinks. I want to hear from women. How much would you pay? How much would you pay to have me for the night? I want to figure out how much I'm worth. Go ahead. This is.
I got a confession to make. Like when I was struggling financially back in 1994, I placed like a classified ad in Los Angeles magazine saying I was willing to be an escort for women.
And how much action did you get?
I didn't get any. But I'm kind of embarrassed, but I did do that. I think I placed it like 2 months running. Like the ad cost like $90 each time. So I spent like $180 that I didn't have.
What a moron! You're a moron!
Saying I was willing to escort
oh my God.
with women.
And you really thought somebody was going to take the ad up?
Yeah.
You really thought? Did you have a picture?
No, but the problem was, my problem was I'm a narcissist, and my last girlfriend
This is the funniest story
at the time
ever.
used to work for the Ford modeling agency, and she told me, oh, when you move to LA, you should go into modeling. So I was 27,
okay,
and oh, okay, I could be a model. So I came to LA, and I was looking for work, and so I was opening up the LA Weekly classified ads, and there were like all these ads, which most of them turned out to be scams, like looking for actors and models. So I answered one, and I did find an agent. They thought they could get me modeling and acting work. So I got enough encouragement that I pursued it for the next 18 months with no success. But I thought, I've got an agent who's sending me out on modeling and acting gigs. I could make money as an escort. I'm a good-looking young man. And I did go through a phase where for a couple of years I slept with a lot of 40-something women, because they were easier to get along with.
Let me ask you a question when you're done with this story. Finish the story.
Okay, so I slept with a lot of 40-something women because they were easy to get along with.
And how old were you?
I was 27.
Right, because it's not like you're in your 40s with the 40s.
Yeah,
because they want younger women. I mean, they want younger men.
Some of them do, yeah.
Yeah, women in their 40s don't want a guy our age.
So
they want a younger guy.
I hooked up with a lot of women in the 40s. They were easy to get along with. They were skilled. They knew what to do.
Because they've been doing it.
Yeah, they've been doing it a while.
You want somebody who's experienced?
Yeah.
You gotta,
Yeah, and they were easy to get along with, and some of them were even grateful. And they were mature. They didn't have all the drama like 25-year-old girls. There were a lot of drama, a lot of hassle. You had to spend money on them. Didn't have to spend money on these.
You can totally use them and manipulate them and objectify them.
Like some of them were
and then discard them.
19 years older than me. So today, some of these women would be 60+ years old.
Okay.
Which is kind of freaky. But I'm done. What were you going to ask?
No, I've dated older women. But let me tell you something, guys. Here's how it is. I once dated a woman who's 20 years older than me.
Did you ever place an ad to be an escort?
No, that I'm not stupid enough to do.
Okay.
I was dating women who were older than me. Let me tell you something, guys, that you don't realize. Guys who are in their young 20s, you don't even realize this, but you are the target for women in their 40s, and you don't even realize how valuable you are to them. They will totally go after you.
And they'll do anything you want. That's the other thing I liked about
Oh,
these
yeah.
places. They would do anything I want.
They're going to do it. They're going to kiss your ass.
If
yeah, Greg, I'm telling you. How old are you? Like 20?
Don't do it, Greg. You'll feel cheap. You'll hate yourself afterwards.
You're 22. I'm telling you something. Here's your problem when you're 22. And I wrote about this in my book. When you're 22, a lot of the women your age don't want you. They want an older guy.
Who's got money.
Yeah. So you have your choice. You can have a younger woman who thinks you're older than her, right? But she's going to be like 16 years old. Who's going to want a 22-year-old guy? A 16-year-old? So if you want a younger woman or somebody who's your age, the closest you're going to get is like 16, 17 years old, right? That's what you're looking at. But if you're willing to go high, you go find women who are in their 40s, you've got yourself a match. Because once they hit 40, if you're in your 20s, you're looking good to them. And you are valuable. You don't have to pursue them. Let them pursue you. And they have money, like you said. They're going to be very appreciative. They're going to treat you like a king. They usually come with a house, right? And you're set. But guys in their 20s are so stupid they don't even realize this.
And often a lot of 40-something women are still attractive. Like a lot of 40-something women haven't passed their sell-by date yet. Some of them haven't turned rancid. And it's really not so bad. And guys, like when you close your eyes, it feels the same whether you're with a 5 or a 9.
Thank you once again for taking us to that level. I'm talking about, you know what? And I would even suggest to a guy, I would even suggest to a guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's in his 20s and looking for a wife,
Mm-hmm.
open yourself up to somebody who's in their 40s. Really, open yourself up. This could be the match you're looking for.
I remember when I was 28, I went to interview Kit Natividad. She was in a lot of Russ Meyer exploitation movies in the 1970s, so she was 52. I was 27. So I wanted to interview her for my book. So we went to dinner. Then we came back to her place, and she was having some trouble with her AOL. This was 1997. So I was installing the latest version of AOL on her computer. She was sitting on my lap, and she was like a very well-endowed woman.
Here we go.
And
was she a 7?
She was 52. I was 27.
Was she a 7? An 8?
She was a 6. She was 52.
So?
But she used to be a star, and I'm a bit of a star effer. Like, I like stars. Like, that's a turn-on for me.
Oh, the Spurs versus Lakers. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, go ahead.
So I get to say goodbye. And she gives me a big hug, and I give her a big hug. And it's like our clothes just fall off, and we collapse to the ground, and we start doing it. She's not wearing any underwear.
Okay, thank you for taking us there.
And she asked me to do these disgusting things to her.
Why are they called... Here we go again. If it's sexy, it's disgusting by you. Here comes your Seventh-day Adventism coming out. Yeah. Bring me your...
No, she wanted me to...
Bring me your repressed Protestant Christianism out right now.
She wanted me to, like, lick her in a place that I didn't want to do it. And it was just wrong, but, I mean, I was willing to have sex with her. But so...
Yeah, missionary.
She had, she got breast cancer a year or two later, and she got her one or both of her breasts cut off. So I was lucky that I got her then.
Okay.
I've forgotten, there might have been a point to that story. But, yeah, so she was basically twice my age.